Welcome back to the channel, guys. This episode, which is actually the same day as the last episode, we are cleaning the back hatch, getting the new hatch handle installed, which I got installed already. I'm cleaning up all this dust. If you remember last video, I was talking about all this gravel dust that's everywhere. So I just kind of wiped this down real quick. Gonna flip it over, wipe this other side down. This is how everything looks on this vehicle, just so you guys know. It's insane how much dust there is. So I'm just kind of trying to, anything I take apart, I'm trying to clean it all off real nice. And then I am changing license plate lights as well since I'm in there. I gotta clean that panel, put it back on, plug it all back in so I could check to make sure the lights work. But these are cool. I'll link these in the description. They just plug in like a light bulb and they're LED. So because the ones that I had in here, they did not work anyways. So might as well just replace them with LED. So that's what we got going on now. All right, guys, look at how dirty and dusty these were. If the bulbs even were working, I don't even know if they would have been able to shine out of there. So got the license plate bulbs in, LED, looking good. Look at all the dust just from taking those apart. Insane. So once I get the license plate on too, I'm gonna have to remove this camera, so that'll probably be one of the next steps here. But I think I'm gonna try to seal this hole up right here and take it to the car wash possibly. I gotta get all this back together though. All right, got the interior panels back on. As you can see, wasn't easy, and it's not all the way on still. You can see there's kind of a gap there. I couldn't get some of it. It's not the best, but trying to line all these things up and do this isn't very easy. So we got about as good as we can get it. So now moving on, you can see my CarPlay going right there actually. So gonna move on now to let's see, probably either change the spark plugs or oil. So all right, we got it pulled in here now, and we're gonna give her the old oil change. Pretty simple on this car. I don't even have a skid plate, so I don't know where it's at. Got a faux skid plate here, I guess, but typically there's a skid plate here that you got to take off. But oil filter right there, drain plug right there, bada bing bada boom. Not gonna mess with filming it. Pretty straightforward. The new Toyota OEM filter is in. All oil is out. We're about to start adding some Mobil 1 into this beast. Yeah. All right, that's a wrap on that, guys. Definitely probably got to clean this engine. All right, guys, so I'm replacing the air filter right now. Unplugged the airflow sensor, got the cover off here. I need to clean that out. Something interesting I discovered is the filter's out. That's the old filter, which wasn't too bad of shape. And it's got this like carbon filter thing. I read quick online, people said just remove it because it gets dirty, but you could see how like clogged up it is. So I'm probably just gonna take that out, just have one air filter in here. All right, intake is replaced, got that button back up. Took off that carbon filter just because it looked like it was pretty restrictive. Air filter should be fine. I'm gonna do the spark plugs next. Change the spark plugs on my 2006 Sequoia with the 4.7 liter V8. I'm using the ruthenium spark plugs, which are like a higher end. They don't last as long, but they have more spark, and there's the part number for that. I am using a tool to check the gap. They come pre-gapped, but I just like to check it just to make sure. Got the anti-seize that I'm gonna need to put on the threads, and then got the socket here, 5/8 spark plug socket. It's got the little rubber thing at the end to hold on to the spark plug as it comes out. First thing to do, which I already did it, unplug the harness from the coil pack, which is right here. And you're gonna have one of those on each of the coil packs, and then there's just gonna be one 10mm nut holding each coil pack on. Once you loosen that, pull that off. Make sure that your boot comes off with it. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease at the end here as well. So once that's out, I'm gonna go in there with a socket. Ignore this wire. I think this is something to do with the previous owner had some kind of remote start thing, and I think they tapped into this, and it was a mess, but that's all removed now. But I'm gonna grab my wrench there. I've got a swivel extension to kind of help, and I'm gonna grab the socket and go on in there and grab that one. All right, guys, and just for reference, the plug gap on the V8 2005 and later, which is what I got because I got an 06, is 0.39 to 0.039 to 0.043. So I like this type of gauge just because it's on a level there and kind of goes up, but this first one I checked was good, so I'm gonna check the rest of them, dab a little anti-seize on them, and so they're ready to go. Here's my old one here. This is actually the factory plug. Makes you wonder if they've ever even been replaced, because I didn't see anything in the Carfax. But let's see if I can't get this in focus. There we go. Not bad looking. One thing too, guys, always hand tighten these. So I slid the new one down in there. Just be real gentle sliding it in. Find kind of where it seats a little bit, and then just start gently turning, and then you'll feel it catch, and then just turn it until you can't turn it physically anymore with just your hand, and then you can grab your torque wrench and torque it to spec. Torque spec on the V8 engine is 156 inch-pounds. Got the dielectric grease. Just gonna do a little dab there. That might be a little too much, probably do a little less on the remaining ones, but that'll just help for next time when I change them. Help the boot come off a little easier. All right, guys, sorry for the background music. My boys are watching pets, but I bought these new key fobs, but my Sequoia won't enter into programming mode. So I was like, well, that sucks. And I was thinking, and I had this idea, what if I just take apart my old fob, which was a mess. It was all taped together. And then just insert the chip into the new one, and it looks like it's gonna work. So I'm gonna get to that, and then I'll show you guys what it ends up looking like. Actually, it worked. I got this is the chip from the key fob I just bought. I put the old chip in here, and it's kind of nice having a thing that's not covered in tape and that's not broken. Perfect. All right, guys, sorry for that video being kind of all over the place. I was just doing a lot of stuff on the Sequoia yesterday and wanted to kind of document some of it, but just got a lot of little fixes to do, you know, so just wanted to film some of that. But I just want to ask you guys, if you can, just like and subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot more Toyota content coming. Once I kind of get everything fixed and like restored to where it's like working order and I can drive it and not have any issues, all the little maintenance things done, I'm going to start adding stuff to it, you know, lift, wheels and tires, making it kind of like an overlanding rig, probably a roof rack, different things like that. So just be sure to like and subscribe, stay tuned, and we'll get some more content coming to you. Thanks for watching.